If you clicked on this video, you might be addicted to skiing. I know I am.
Oh, yes!
If I could only do one thing for the rest of my life, I would ski. Nothing else captures what it's like to get up at the crack of dawn, drive through a sketchy mountain road, and spend the whole day on a world-class playground, completely in the moment. I'm not the only one with this feeling, but everyone's relationship to skiing is different. In this video, we're going to be looking at the 7 levels of ski addiction, starting with the one most people never get past. If you asked a random person on Earth what they think of skiing, their response would probably be a blank stare. Could you blame them? If you're watching this video right now, it's overwhelmingly likely that you're from places like the United States, Canada, Europe, or Australia. Most people will never even think about skiing, but here you are, already part of the rare few who actually care enough to watch a video about it. Perhaps that's all it'll ever be, something you'll never do, though it seems cool, but the day you find out what it's like might be the last day you can live without it.
Yeah! Oh, redemption!
Congratulations, you just bought a ticket, rented gear, and boarded a chairlift for the first time in your life. You won't immediately look like those skiers from the videos. In fact, you probably never will, but you'll experience the feeling of being on top of the world. Eventually. The first thing you're going to feel is pain, both from falling and those shitty rental boots you were given. In fact, you're going to get humbled so bad that you might never want to ski again. How could anyone even get addicted to this? It sucks. But after that day, this thought never quite left your mind. Other people look like they were having fun, so why can't you? Maybe it'll be different on the second try. I mean, that's what everyone tells you. What if they're onto something? So you're back for more. Congratulations on making it further than most. The fact is that if you didn't go through the trial and error stage as a kid, skiing is far less likely to play a big part of your life. It's hard to justify spending money on something that only starts to become fun several trips in. However, assuming you've cleared that hurdle, your journey has just started. As it turns out, improvement is exponential at the beginning. Granted, you're likely still on the groomers, but by now, you're really starting to see what the hype is all about.
I don't know how to go slow.
Oh, you don't know how to go slow?
I don't know how to go slow. My brakes don't work.
Life is complicated, but in the mountains, you forget. It's just you, on the slopes, in the snow, completely in control of your own destiny. Well, for the most part. If you've ever been to a resort, there's a good chance you went with friends or family. At the start, you're just that person who's figuring out how to ski. You don't learn what type of skier you are while your body is getting annihilated by the ground, but as you get better, you'll start to develop your own style. Additionally, you're going to be influenced by the style of those around you. If you go up with people who stick to the groomed runs, you're still going to have a blast, but your tolerance to skiing will remain low. The vast majority of some mountains are completely beyond your limits, and you might be okay with that. It's possible that you've had a history of injuries, or a history of not getting injured that you'd like to keep. But on the other hand, if you choose to ski with someone a little bit crazier, it can be hard to go back.
I don't know what I've talked myself into.
When you thought you were ready to push your limits, you never could have imagined the experience you were about to have. Everything looked terrifying, but no one was forcing you. This was your idea. You wanted this. At least, that's what you told yourself. You don't realize it yet, but the next moments will define the role skiing plays in your future. Maybe you'll have the time of your life, or maybe you'll fall, lose both skis, and spend the next hour and a half looking for the phone that fell out of your unzipped pocket. Both could happen simultaneously. No matter what you experience after venturing beyond your comfort zone, you might still be hungry for more.
Oh, yes! Yes!
It takes a certain type of person to want to push themselves in a sport like skiing. For starters, it tends to break your heart, constantly. Weather is unpredictable. Between seasons, runs can go from unbelievable to unskiable. Even in the best conditions, a brief lapse in focus can mean a painful end to the season. To be a true addict, you must look beyond the risk and come to the conclusion that you love skiing so much your life would not be complete without it. Maybe you got a good job just to fund your ski habit. It's your favorite thing to do in the world, and every summer you count the days till winter. Oh, and by this point, you're probably really good at it. You used to be the one getting pushed, now you're the one dragging others into terrain they're not ready for. You remember feeling so out of place staring down the craziest runs on the mountain, but the view from the other side is indescribable. You truly understand what it means for the mountain to be your playground, and you plan your life around exploring it to the max. Unfortunately, you have other obligations, but the mountains are where you feel alive, and you'll go to extreme lengths to get to them. If you spend the night close to a resort, skiing is a full-day adventure that starts early in the morning. If you don't, bring a lot of caffeine. A normal person might plan out a ski trip far in advance, but the weather report can change on a dime. Any good powder day is wasted outside of the mountains. Just be ready for a treacherous drive through icy roads. Ideally, you want to head up with other people, but sometimes they're busy. No worries, you can have just as much fun on your own as with a group. Just try not to leave your phone pocket open.
Oh no! Oh, my phone! No! Not my phone!
By now, skiing isn't just something you do, it's something you study. You can't get enough. New experiences make you realize how little you truly know, and that only makes you hungrier. You start watching films, reading books, and soaking up anything that feeds your addiction. Entire worlds exist outside of your small bubble, and maybe you want to get a taste of them.
I say you can probably log at least 10 minutes a day of just pure fall time.
You'll meet fascinating individuals with stories that stick to you forever. Hell, you probably have some of your own. Skiing this much guarantees joy, but it also guarantees pain. You'll lose friends, get injured, and wonder if you've gone too far. But then it dumps 2 feet overnight, and none of that matters. Reaching this point is not a clear, defined process. Some people are first taught to ski in the wilderness and grow up to do the same. Others will never leave the confines of a ski resort. It's not about how you got up here. It's about how your decisions slowly start consuming your life. No matter what niche you've chosen, you would do anything to keep skiing. You might not have the money, but every 24 hours, you grow a day older. It's time to do what you love, regardless of what it takes.
When was the last time you watched these?
Wash?
So you want to do nothing but ski. The best way to do this is to be a pro or be rich, but you're neither, so you take a job at a ski resort. Your living situation isn't exactly comfortable, but you wake up every winter day to the beautiful nature around you. Still though, you have obligations, and those conflict with your desire to ski all day every day. Eventually, the grind reaches a breaking point. It's finally time to embrace the ski bum life.
Those are ski socks, dude. Those are good to go, just the way they are.
You scrounge together whatever money you have, get a house on wheels, and live to ski. You'll need to become a minimalist to survive, and that's perfectly fine. In a world where joy is tied to income, what does it say if earning it makes you miserable? This is the path you chose, and in the end, how could you complain? If anybody asks you to tell them a story, you could talk uninterrupted for the next hour. As you get older, your athletic prime will pass, but it'll be replaced by lessons to teach the next generations. You've probably had memorable conversations with strangers on the chairlift. Now you're the one strangers remember. You won't be able to ski forever, but you've cherished every moment while you still could. Level 7 belongs to everyone who dedicates their life to the sport. At some point, you stopped chasing a normal life and started chasing snow. And that's when you realized this is who you are. Skiing doesn't just give you joy, it gives you purpose.